Okay, so still on navbar creation, we have been able to create our nav items. Okay, we have created our logo, our text logo, our menu list. Okay, then our button. Okay, so the next thing we want to do now is we want to make them horizontal. Okay, we want to put them on a straight line. Okay, so what we're going to do about that, we're going to come back to our code. Okay, so we are going to have to work on our lead container. Okay, you know, in at the beginning of this of this navbar creation, the other video, we spoke about one big container housing another container. Okay, so anything we want to do with everything in that container, we'll do it with this lead container. Okay, you know, this div. Okay, this from here from here down here, okay, is in between. Let's clear this so that we can see what we are doing properly. Okay, good. So good. So now you see that they are inside the one opening div here and the closing div under. Okay, good. So if we want to work on this particular container, we have to what? Give it a class and then work on it. So now I want to say this div class now. So let's say class. Okay, div class, sorry, equals to div class is let's say navbar. Now why we are giving it a class is because we have a lot of divs here. Okay, and if we just call div, it will, okay, take for example, there's somebody by the name John, or there are 5 people bearing John. You know, if you call John, all 5 of them will answer to you, right? So you must give each name to them to be able to call them, that they will recognize whom among them you are what you are calling. So let's say you give one James Black, John Black, the other one John Doe, the other one John Maxwell. So by the time you call John Black, they already know who you are calling. So here also we are giving this particular div a class of navbar. So by the time you call navbar, we know we want you are calling. They know the one you are calling. So all of it will not affect all of them. It will not affect the ones you don't want it to affect rather. Okay, so the one you give the class to is the one that will work on when you call it. Okay, so now I want to call this navbar now. So we're going to go into our head. Okay, now remember that we spoke about 3 types of CSS. We talked about the inline CSS, the internal CSS, and we talked about the external CSS. Go and look for that video on our page. You'll see there. So we want to use the internal CSS now. So we're going to open our style tag. Okay, so we want to open our style tag. So now inside our style tag, we want to work on this nav, or this navbar class. Okay, so now we're going to put dot navbar, and we're going to open our curly bracket. Okay, why you are putting dot is because you are using div class, you are using class. Assuming you are using id, it will be hash that you will use. Okay, good. But in case you are not using anything, you are not calling them as a class or as an id, you just write them direct like that. We'll get there, don't worry. So now our navbar now, so we want to, now remember what we want to do here. We want to make it be on a straight line. Okay, good. So but let's do something first. Let's give it a background color. Okay, let's give it a background color.